Moin moin wer, hello ladies and gentlemen, Donspektor here with a very short unboxing for you and first impressions after that. And today we are checking out something that I hope at this point I'm still among the first who will get this. I'm looking at the Cozy D1. Yes, this is made by some people who have some experience in the industry, but we started off with a new brand. And new brand here is in quotes because this is Cozy HiFi. And just to be clear, this is not the same Cozy HiFi that has made some other DAC amps before. That's kind of a new Cozy HiFi. And what I do already like about this, they show you the graph here at the back, which is also recorded with the B and K coupler. And they also advertise with the graph directly on the website. And other than that, yeah, this is a single DD set and it clocks in at $31. So in euros, I think at the moment that's like 27 or 28 euros. And yeah, the hashtag is essentially, it's measuring pretty good according to Van, and that's it. And because it's a new brand, I want to say, please be friendly people. If something is not the greatest at the moment, could be because I mean, we're literally just starting off, so I will be fair, but critical at the same time, as always am. And first we remove the cardboard here. Whoop. And then I'm dropping the box. And we can look at details. This has already some texture on the matte black here. That's nice to see, so not that boring here. We have a slogan here. Yeah, okay. Hope that has enough time to read it. And this is removing like that. It's relatively tight on here, but is doable with just a bit of wiggling. Whoop, out of the picture. And this is the box. How does this open? Which direction? Oh no, it's literally just closed like that. So for the price, it's a relatively big box. And on the inside here, we have the manual, we have the sheet on top here to protect the IEM. The cardboard itself is relatively thick here. And this is the IEM, and for $31, this looks pretty damn good, I have to say. The cable already strikes me as very colorful here. And before I'm checking out the accessories, I will remove the IEM. And I will check out, actually, let's start with the cable, because I do like the cable color-wise very much here. So this goes full purple, so very colorful. Definitely not for everybody, gonna say that. But I do like when companies at least try something and do something unique that's not just a black cable. And let me remove the Velcro here, which has been very well Velcroed. And let me directly smoothen out the cable here. Out of the box, pretty damn smooth. 4 cores, looks like relatively evenly twisted considering the price point. Strain release here at the bottom, which is soft enough to release some strain, like to see that. Considering the price point, this does feel pretty good. It's smooth, it isn't too like tangly overall, thick enough. And considering the price point, like the first impressions I have, it does feel pretty good here. We do get a 3.5mm connector here, which uses this very reflective aluminum here. And this is not the best in terms of ergonomics, because if you grab this will be a bit slippery. They have a bit of an indentation here for additional grip, but it's not that helpful. But generally for $31, again, I think this is a pretty good start for them, or their first product here. And then on top, again, we check how smooth this is. Not as smooth as the bottom, as you can clearly see here. It's a bit tangly. It doesn't really smooth out as easy as I expected. Core thickness here should be pretty much the same. Let me just double check for you here. Yep, this looks like it's the same thickness of the cores. And chin slider, actually pretty decently. As you can see, it doesn't slide off. It's relatively easy to move here, so I guess it could be having a bit more friction overall, but at least it has some friction. I still need to move it a bit with my fingers. So could have been worse, absolutely. Last, the ear hooks here. Let me maybe remove the IM. That's 2-pin connector, as we can clearly see here. Ear hook, relatively big bending radius, I would say a bit above average. Oh, I like to see here there's a color indicator. It's a bit on the small side, so if it's mounted, it will be a bit difficult to see. But R is also printed on here, which probably isn't that well visible if the lighting is bad. Yeah, as you can see here, not nicely visible. So again, small improvement potential. Let me check out how springy this is. Medium stringy, I'd say, so shouldn't be too uncomfy. And rubberization, as you can see here, is also a bit below average. This should mean this should be relatively comfy overall. Then next, let's check out the IM here. So we are going for this blue, I would say like metallic optic with cozy on the inside here. That generally looks pretty good, and this is again a semi-custom shell, as you can see here, resin with a metal inlet. And we do have here a pressure hole that has this plastic inlet to protect it. And a slightly recessed 2-pin connector, as you can see here. So that means actually if you mount this, you probably won't be able to see the color indicator at all. Let me just again put it in for you. Yep, you can't see it at all. So keep that in mind when you use this. But probably other 2-pin cables here will also need to be for recessed IMs. But actually not as deep recessed as some others. This looks like it's like 0.5 millimeter or millimeter at best. Integration wise, it does seem to be integrated well in the shell. I don't see any issues around here. It's not color matched, but you also won't see it because yeah, it's a bit recessed, so not a big issue. And let me just do another quick check for you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, we do actually get a color indicator in the pressure holes. There's really nice attention to detail. I like that, because now you can literally just grab your IMs, look at the pressure hole at the top, and you know where R and L is. I like to see this. Then let's change the sides and look at the front. The actual nozzle seems to be integrated well. I see no weird seams around here, no glue residues. We just wriggle it a bit to see if nothing happens. Yep, again, absolutely no problem. And also the mesh on the front here seems to be glued in just fine. If I'm not mistaken, judging from how this pressure hole is integrated and how the nozzle looks like, this looks like it's from the same guys that also OEM'd the Puly audio stuff and the Myer audio stuff. But that's just my assumption here. I have not confirmed with the brand. And other than this, yeah, this looks pretty comfy to me. It's not as big as other single DD sets. It's not as small as other single DD sets, but due to the nozzle being, I want to say, pretty damn average overall in terms of length and diameter, I think this should be pretty comfy. And yeah, after this, we directly have the first impressions and my measurements, obviously after I've listened to this when I will measure it. Oh, actually, I almost forgot to unbox the accessories here. That's what I usually do this first, so I don't forget. So, as accessories in the small black carton, which let me just show you again, looks like this. You do get a set of foam tips in M, and this looks like we actually get 2 different sets of silicone tips, which all look like something I have not seen so far. And again, considering the price, this is a really good start. So let's see what we actually get here. Let's start with the silicone ear tips. That's the silicone ear tip. It is definitely way more cylindrical than other tips I have seen here. Let me squish it a bit. It's definitely medium soft, I would say. Yeah, also the silicone is a bit thicker than other random silicone ear tips. And then we do get double flange ear tips. I rarely see those with IEMs, which is strange because they can be pretty damn good. And here, again, slightly thicker ring around the outlet, but the silicone here is very squishy. So see at the bottom, it's about the same thickness as the other one. And size-wise, we do get, this gets super small. Like, how big is this? Wait, let me quickly get my caliper. And let's do a quick measurement, because this looks like it's tiny. Not sure. Oh, it's gets even smaller. This one here, wait, I will measure and then tell you. Yep. Go far apart. Tiny bit bigger. Grabs onto it. Yeah. Check. 9.3 millimeters. That's a really tiny silicone tip, so that means this is more like an SS and should really fit all ears. And just for reference, the biggest one here is this, which is still not looking particularly big. Let's measure this as well. Yeah, that's so small. That's 11.1 millimeters in diameter. So also this one is not particularly large. And I guess the double flange looks like it's similar. One's a tiny bit bigger. Still a tiny bit bigger. Yeah, but still, it's not more than 11.45 millimeters, so more like 11.4 millimeters. So I guess they should probably have added a bigger ear tip here. For me, this is perfect because my ear candle is super small. But for other people, you will definitely need the foam tip with this one. Which again, considering the price, is really nice to see. Very great set of accessories. And then quick first impressions for the D1 from Cozy HiFi. And what should I say? I think their graph, what they show on the box, is pretty spot on. It sounds very good. It reminds me of 02 in a bit more bright. And I personally like that. You might not, but yeah, what struck me first is how very nicely soundstaging this IEM is, for an IEM of course, and how well it images. I put on a bunch of my Fusion Jazz tracks that sounded really nice, really good stage, really good imaging, especially considering the price, and also how very comfortable this IEM is. Definitively overall a pretty well made and well sounding IEM. And when we measure it, I mean, you can see it. It is essentially the same tuning that 02 and Nur went for, just in a few decibels more bright. And I'm very sure this is not everybody's cup of tea, but so far it's mine, and I just need a bit more time to figure out what it really can and can't do. Hope you enjoyed it. I will try to have the review ready as soon as possible, but I still want to be thorough, so maybe I manage next Monday, maybe the Monday after that. I will see, and yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Questions, recommendations, or criticisms, please leave a comment. Donspektor out.